Well, hey guys, it is Melanie Mitro here on Committed to Getting Fit. I am like the video queen today. I need to leave in a few minutes to go pick my kids up from school because it's my son's 8th birthday today, but I was doing a hair tutorial over on my personal Facebook page and I wanted to share with you guys something. So I'm doing this 7-day clean eating group that I had advertised for and have a group of people in there that are participating. And my entire goal with everybody that's a part of this group is to teach them just the principles of clean eating and teach them the basics of how to really make better choices. So for example, when I was first starting out and I was starting on my health and fitness journey, one of the things that I was really sort of taken back by was the fact that the food that I thought that I was eating, the food I thought was nutrient dense, was a healthy choice, was actually not a healthy choice at all. I was actually really doing myself a disservice. You know, I grew up in the days of Weight Watchers and Slim Fast and, you know, Diet Pepsi and Diet Coke were better than regular Coke and regular Pepsi, and then the Coke Zeros and, you know, the 0-calorie sweeteners. And so, you know, I had a very jaded view because of society and the way society was when I was going into my mid to late 20s. And after, you know, it was fine before I was having children, but when I started having kids and my metabolism changed and my body changed, I found that I now had to pay attention to the quality of the foods that I was eating. And I was introduced to clean eating from an author called Toscarino, and some of you may be familiar with her books, but she does an excellent job at really getting you to understand the importance of the value of the foods that you eat. And so for me, it was really eye-opening to go into my pantry, to open the doors of my refrigerator, and to pay attention to what I was eating and to realize how much of my food was actually setting me back in my fitness results. And that's really why I feel like a lot of people are frustrated, and they get frustrated and they expect like instant gratification, instant weight loss, instant abs, instant muscle definition. And they don't realize that, number one, it's not an instant thing, it's a lifestyle change. And number two, you can't put crap into your body. And I'm gonna take you on a tour of my pantry, but you have to remember, you can't put crap in your body. It's like going to the pump to fill up your gas tank and putting in crappy gasoline into a high performance car. You're not gonna get the maximum performance. And it is the same thing with the foods that you are putting into your bodies. Amen? Amen to that, all right? So with that being said, let's take a tour of my pantry. So let me take you back 5.5 years ago, almost 6 years in May, that I started on my fitness journey. I was doing Insanity, and I was not following the nutrition plan. I had 2 small kids at home. My house was full of goldfish, Oreos, Smart Ones meals, freezer meals, chicken broths, and all sorts of canned foods and things that were just full of sodium and sugar and processed stuff to keep them fresh longer. So the first thing that I learned, and we're gonna go right into my refrigerator, and if I look in my fridge, guys, and I open this up, number one, you can see we don't have a lot of processed food. We've got our eggs. Yes, we have some yogurts in here, but we've got fresh fruit. We've got berries in here. We've got some turkey bacon. But this is what I really want to show you is this almond butter. So, you know, we always say, you know, almond butter is better than regular peanut butter. But the key is don't just look at what's on the outside. Don't just look at the packaging. Actually flip it over. And every time you go to the grocery store, I want you to flip it over, and actually don't read the nutrition facts, because automatically our minds go to what's in it, how many grams of fat and how many grams of sugar and how much sodium and how many carbs. Ignore that. You want your food to be whole food. So look at the ingredients. Roasted almonds. This is good. A lot of your almond butters and peanut butters are gonna have sugar and syrups and canola oils or whatever. They're gonna have other things in there. You wanna try to keep it less than 5 ingredients, and most whole foods you can. Strawberries, blueberries, right? Whole roasted almonds, right? Now, if you look at our peanut butter that we have, same exact thing. Now, on the outside, the packaging says organic, creamy, peanut butter, perfect, made with 100% peanuts. And I would have just thrown this in the cart. I would have never looked at the ingredients. Now, I've read ingredients. I've realized that not all peanut butter is created equal. Your Skippy peanut butters, your Jifs, read the labels. There is crap in them. Do you know what's in ours? Dry roasted organic peanuts and a little bit of sea salt. This is a good option, guys. Less than 5 ingredients. So Kirkland brand, Costco, we buy a lot there. All right, same thing with like your yogurts. So many people will say to me, I'll say Greek yogurt's okay to eat, but then they'll say like, can I get the yogurt with the fruit on the bottom? Can I get the yogurt that's vanilla? Well, you can, but don't just look at the packaging. Again, flip it over. Don't look at nutrition facts, right? Yes, there is 10 carbohydrates in here, but this is carbohydrates from good source of food, and you need a certain amount of carbs and protein and fats and all of that in your day. You don't want to cut that out. You want to make sure you're just eating good quality food. So ingredients: cultured, pasteurized, grade A, non-fat milk. It contains milk. And then it has live and active cultures. Guys, that's all that's listed. This is good quality Greek yogurt. Add a little bit of local honey and some blueberries, and you've got a great snack for your kids and yourself. All right, so those are some things in here too. Even like our coconut milk, you always want to do unsweetened. So right off the bat, people are like, oh, coconut milk is better than soy milk, it's better than regular milk, but you got to make sure it's unsweetened. And again, you have to read to see what's in it. Now this has organic coconut base, water, coconut calcium phosphate, but it does have some guar gum and xanthan gum. This is not something I drink every single day. I may put a couple of ounces in this in my shake, but it's not something I'm consuming all day, every day. All right. Another one here, we always buy, we always do like oil and vinegar for our dressings, but I'm gonna tell you that dressings are the worst. So this is one we have for like family. Now, if we look at it, raspberry Merlot vinegar at 83% less fat and 30 calories. Okay, great. But what am I eating for that 30 calories? What is the actual food content? Ingredients: water, apple juice concentrate, white wine vinegar, Merlot grape juice, extra virgin olive oil, actually really good. Distilled vinegar, raspberry juice concentrate, xanthan gum, garlic, salt, natural flavor. This is one I would recommend. This is Bolt House Farms Raspberry Merlot Vinaigrette Dressing. All right, I don't know about all the brands, so guys, I would encourage you to just read the labels when you go to the grocery store next. When you're looking at syrups, when you're looking at maple syrups, guys, this is a Kirkland brand, organic, 100% pure organic maple syrup. That is the only ingredients that are on here. 100% organic maple syrup. All right? So again, you've got to read your labels. That is the key. Now, if we go over here, and I try hard not to buy stuff that we shouldn't buy, but I'm going to be honest with you, it doesn't always happen. So let's take a look. Almonds. Here we go. We've got almonds. You don't want salted almonds. You don't want almonds that are like fried, right? These are unsalted raw almonds. We buy them at Costco. Same thing. Raw, whole, unsalted cashews. You don't want to buy nuts, even though nuts are good. You don't want to buy nuts that have stuff on them. All right. So you really want to read the things that you're eating. Another thing, hold on, I'm looking around here. Granola. How many of us love granola, right? We love granola. We might read this outside and we say bare naked granola, vanilla flavored, natural, whole grain and hearty oats. Oh, non-GMO. It's verified, non-GMO. We might say this is perfect and we flip it over. What we want to actually do is, again, don't go to the carbs, don't go to the calories, look at the ingredients. Whole grain oats, brown rice syrup, almonds, dried cane syrup, oat bran, brown rice, natural flavors. This is not horrible. A lot of the ones you get are ridiculous amounts of sugar. But here's the other thing. You have to watch your portion size on this. Just because it's a good food doesn't mean you won't overeat. Same thing with your almonds. Just because almonds are a healthy option, you still have to know the proper portion size and serving size that goes along with it. All right. Another thing is muffins. You know, we really don't eat a lot of bread in our family, but our kids they like bread. And so we try to find a happy medium. And so the old Melanie would have said, okay, this 100% whole wheat English muffin, it says that it's, you know, all natural and healthy and 25 grams of whole grain. But I know when I flip it over and I look at my ingredients, whole wheat flour, water, farina, wheat, gluten, not so sure about that, yeast, salt, sugar, grain vinegar, sodium sterol, lactate, natural flavors, mono and diglycerides, something, soy. There's soy in here. Soy lectin, soy sucralose. So again, this is gonna make me question what I'm feeding my kids, but the packaging was misleading. It said 100% whole grain. All right, so those are just some examples of things in our house. Oh, last but not least, and my husband's coming home, organic diced tomatoes. So we buy these at Costco, but we used to just buy regular ones, and I literally would walk down the aisle and I would literally just grab a can of tomatoes, tomato sauce, tomato paste, and throw it into my cart. But what I wasn't realizing is that almost every single tomato paste and tomato sauce has some sort of sugar in it. So when I read it, organic tomatoes, organic tomato juice, citric acid, sea salt, calcium chloride. This one is probably the best out of all the ones that I could have gotten, right? So you want to take a look at your food. And the bottom line is this: you need to raid your pantry. If there are things in there, maybe you donate it to the food pantry, you donate it to people in need if you can, or you use up what you have and just become more aware of the foods that you're eating. I promise you, your results, when you combine that with the quality of the foods and you combine that with the portion size that you're eating, you're gonna feel better, you're gonna have more energy, and this is something that I teach my challengers every single day. So guys, I hope this was helpful. I hope you found this video helpful. If you ever need help, need support, I run accountability and support groups all the time. You can check out my website, melaniemitro.com, click on the accountability tab and see what up and coming groups that I have running. And I hope this was helpful for you guys today. All right, have a good Thursday, and I'll see you later. Bye everybody.